Hello, my beautiful diamonds and my villagers. You know, just because I want to be clear about this, and I was just watching something with SheilaTruelove, and I don't agree with everything she says. At the same time, she was making a lot of sense. I have to make this clear. Just because a man pays for dinner, just because a man takes you out, and just because he may buy you things, that does not mean he has earned the right to your body. I personally have never understood, if that's what they want, a guaranteed getting laid, then why don't they just pick up a 304, wine her and dine her, take her out to dinner, spend money on her, she'll love it and appreciate it, and then you have a guarantee. Ladies, your presence alone should be more than enough. Your time is valuable. Your energy is priceless. I know mine is. Because the time that I'm taking to hang out with you on this date, I'm losing money. I mean, I work 5 days a week. I work 5 days at the office and 2 days on the weekend. I work at home. So for me giving up my time, trust and believe, I'm losing money. And my presence is always enough and is valuable, because hanging out with SheilaTruelove, you're always going to be learning something that's going to benefit you. Trust and believe that. But my point is this. Your conversation, your laughter, your listening ear, these are all gifts. You're not a vending machine where a man can put in a little money, a little attention, and expect your body to pop out as a reward. That's not love. That's not even respect. That's transactional, and you're not for sale. Like I said, if that's what he wanted, then go get yourself a 304, guaranteed. Even if he tries to say, well, I gave my time and my energy too, let's be crystal clear. That still doesn't mean he has access to your body. Your body is yours. From the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. It's not like a prize for a date. It is not a thank you for dinner. It is a non-payment for a gift. It's not a payment, better yet. It's not a payment for a gift. Smecks is something that's very spiritual. Smecks is something that's very sacred. You don't take that lightly like it's a game. You want to have a little fun. Yeah, I know how to have fun. Go to the amusement park. We could go home and play some games. Monopoly. Sure, I know how to have fun. But when it comes to your body, that's priceless. And like I keep trying to encourage women, just because a man say that he believes in God, but is he God-fearing? Because if he's a God-fearing man, he's not going to try to get you to do things that goes contrary to God, Jesus, and that Bible. And a man who truly values you will never try to purchase you. He will invest in you because he sees your worth, not because he's hoping for a physical payoff. He's going to protect you, respect you, and understand that intimacy, that's something that has to have to be earned through trust, love, and commitment, not a credit card swipe. So remember, baby, you are the gift. Your presence is the blessing, and your body, that is sacred. And any man who cannot honor that truth does not deserve access to you in any way. Let me share this clip with you from SheilaTruelove. Okay, let's listen in.
Who's telling y'all to sleep with these men? I don't understand. Why do y'all keep thinking that y'all have to do that? If you're smart, you don't have to sleep with nobody. If y'all are dumb, then yeah, you think you got to sleep with everybody. But if you're smart, you don't have to sleep with none of them. Okay? What's up with y'all? Just because they do something for you don't mean that's what they get in return. They get a thank you. And you're welcome for me being in your presence and upping your status out in public. That's all they get. Okay, y'all are dumb. If that's all you think you're worth, that's what your problems are. That's why you don't understand that you deserve better. Stop thinking y'all got to sleep with these men. That's some pick-me-shit broke-minded stuff. Rich women don't walk around talking about, oh, I don't want to date this man because I don't want to sleep with him. Rich women don't barely sleep with nobody.
So ladies, please, let this sink deep into your soul. A man can take you to the finest restaurant. He can shower you with gifts morning, noon, and night, and he can spend money like it's water. But none of that buys him a key to your body. Your body is not the dessert after dinner. It is not the tip for his generosity. And it is not a coupon he can cash in because he decided to spend money. You are not merchandise. You are a masterpiece. You are not a transaction. You are definitely a beautiful treasure. Your presence alone is priceless. When you show up, you're giving something money can't buy. Your time, your laughter, your attention, your soul's energy, your deep down energy. And please, let me make this clear. Time and energy are worth more than money will ever be. Money can be replaced. Your time cannot. Once you give it, it's gone forever, and that alone makes you valuable beyond measure. So if a Dusty ever dares to say, I gave you my time and energy to what? Half the time you haven't learned nothing from him. They can't hold a decent conversation, not very entertaining. Two people can give time and energy, but that still does not entitle either one to the other's body, because access to your body, it's not about what he gave. It's about what you choose. Remember, ladies, your body is sacred ground. Not every man should be allowed to walk there. Only a man who has proven that he is God-fearing, he's proven his love, his respect, and his commitment. A man who guards your heart before he ever reaches your hand should be considered. So the day you understand this, you will stop mistaking money for love, and you will stop feeling obligated because of a dinner bill. And you're going to walk in your power, knowing that you are always the gift. You are the reward and you are the prize. After all, God did create a woman as a man's helper. He needed the help, not us. And I just can't seem to put enough emphasis on the fact, like some women say, well, he took me shopping, he bought me a Birkin bag, or he bought me a Gucci. You know, you are worth more than a purse. You're worth more than some stupid dinner. And you're worth more than any amount of money a man can spend on you, because in life, baby, some things are just priceless. Your body, like I said, is not a payment method. It's not a thank you gift. And it's not something that you owe because he bought you something. When a man takes you out, when he buys you something nice, he's showing you interest. And that's it. It doesn't mean you have to give him something back. And if he tries to make you feel like you do, that's called manipulation, babe. A setup. That's not love. That's not even like. You have to understand your worth so you don't spend years letting people take pieces of you that they haven't even earned. Your worth is in your mind, your heart, your smile, your spirit. Things no one can buy, and no one should ever pressure you to give it away. Anytime a man truly values you, he will never expect your body in return for money or gifts. That's a demon. That's a demonic demon. He'll want your trust, your friendship, your love, and he'll be willing to wait for that, because real men understand that the best thing in life can't be rushed and it can't be bought. So you are the blessing, sweetheart. And the right man will know that he has to prove himself through his character, not his wallet. So don't you ever think you owe a man anything because he spent money, paper, just paper. I can't imagine that. Well, how's that a fair exchange? My body, something that's valuable, spiritual, totally priceless, for what? Paper. I don't think so. That's not a fair exchange. You don't ever owe a man anything because he spent paper. You don't owe him your heart. You don't owe him your body. The only thing you owe yourself is to know your worth and to know your value and to always protect it. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. I love you. That's why I fight so hard for you, honey bunny. I'm loving you. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.